There was a crazy guy outside the gate. I'm glad I got that gate.
The gate at your place?
But I'm glad I can call the police and say, he's outside the gate. Please come choke him.
The gate in front of your crib, there was a crazy guy walking around?
Yeah, he's a little touched. I think, is that still a correct thing to say?
I was just in Paris. I've never been to Paris before, and I've spent about a week there. And the crazy people there are fucking great. Like, when you see a crazy guy yelling in French, it was like artwork. It was really good. I was like, I could watch this all night long.
He just shot, for all we know, Napoleon was homeless. He just shot, we're like, okay, whatever you say,
also,
sir.
I think they have more theatrical training. I think this guy had a great voice. He could scream all night.
Well, it's really definitely a language, its wheelhouse is passionate exclamation. Yeah. Like oh, Pepe Le Pew. That's what I'm basing it on.
Pepe Le Pew never yelled like this guy. I mean, I saw a couple of guys that were really laying it down. It was like arias. They were really they were riveting.
By the way, Pepe Le Pew. When have we re-examined that through our new hashtag lens? That is uncomfortable.
Yeah, we got rid of Speedy Gonzalez, but we didn't get rid of Pepe Le Pew.
Let's have some agency for cats that get paint spilled on them.
Yeah, not only was it insensitive to French people that stink, it was just the rapiest skunk in the world.
Was that the idea, that French people stink?
Oh yeah, Pepe Le Pew. French people have BO. That's why that's absolutely
that's
what it is.
Not
oh
nice.
Come on, that has to be it.
He was based off Charles Boyer.
He was Charles Boyer. Charles Boyer stink?
No, because he's a lover.
Oh yeah, but also Pepe Le Pew. The fact that he was a stinky Frenchman. That's yeah.
But he said the rapey thing. He's based off an actor that would woo women and
right.
women loved him.
Oh, certainly, yeah. So the idea that French are lovers, absolutely.
Yeah,
but also, no, he was trying to fuck cats. He was he was a cross. He was like a cross species raper. If a cat happened to walk by a white paintbrush and look like a skunk back, then she was in deep shit.
Yeah, and he said, he window dressed it with all of this romance, but clearly we knew as an objective viewer that he was full of shit.
He did not take non for an answer. He was very terrible.
And the way they drew the facial expressions on the cat, it was very realistic. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, no, I would agree.
I remember as a kid, pre hashtag culture, I'm remembering being kind of a kid and being a little bit I didn't like the Pepe Le Pew cartoons, and I didn't like the cat was so traumatized.
Oh yeah, she was horrified. She was she was looking for the exits. It was the worst. And the thing is, you were never rooting for Pepe Le Pew. He was. You were always rooting for please get out of there.
I was never laughing at him either. I just didn't think it was. I think animals beating the shit out of each other is really funny.
Yeah.
Like Tom and Jerry is amazing. The things they do to each other. We know.
All Pepe Le Pew ever wanted to do is go and do that. But
he just kept saying it over and over. Oh, I stroke you, I touch you, my love, my love. It's like he'd do it over and over again.
Yeah.
I know Wile E. Coyote would do the same thing over and over again too, but with different equipment. All right, this is.
Speaking of which, what was the Roadrunner? Was Roadrunner male or female? Callie, you're an animator. Roadrunner had big eyelashes, kind of feminine, maybe.
It was male.
Roadrunner's a male.
Yeah.
Do we know that for sure? Or is that just you just?
I think so. You know what's weird though?
This is Callie. Get up here. You're an animator. Callie Kazoo, everybody. Callie Fontecchio. Callie Mike. Fantastic animator and artist extraordinaire. Hello, Callie.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure he's male, but it's weird over the years. If anyone's familiar with Tweety Bird, he's male, but he's been systematically turned into a female.
Tweety Bird's male?
Yeah. So the drawing of Tweety's actually based off a caricature of Bob Clampett's baby photo. It was a joke of yo, you got this big stupid head.
Really?
Yeah. But and he was male. He's male.
Well, I guess you're right. It was a really successfully androgynous character because I never really thought about I
Because
kind of
of
shocked
marketing.
to find out he's male, but I would also be equally shocked to find out he's female because I would be shocked to find out Tweety had a gender.
Because you know what they realized, they were selling a lot of products to women, and then they slowly just kept putting like more hearts and flowers. And that's actually the last time I talked to someone who works in marketing there. That's their biggest thing of money that comes in, like millions of dollars a year just on Tweety.
You go to Mexico, there's Tweety bird merchandise
Tijuana is
everywhere
like
you go.
Tweety-wana. I don't understand it. There's like hookers standing up to their knees in shit with roaches crawling on them, horses spray painted to look like zebras, and Tweety bird. And I keep trying to figure it out.
Yeah, they love Tweety and Taz. They love Tasmanian Devil down there too.
Yeah, and Popeye.
Popeye, really?
Popeye's, yeah. There's so many like gangster Popeye shit.
Wasn't there a moment when Porky Pig crossed over into kind of like very feminine too, like big long eyelashes?
Oh, well, they've all done that. That's the running gag with all of them. I mean, like Bugs half the time is making out with characters.
Well, no,
left and
Bugs
right.
is doing Groucho, where Groucho plays
Yeah.
a lady. Like he's like he's doing a character where he plays a woman all the time, and Bart Simpson does that too. But they started drawing.
We all do
Was
it.
it Chuck Jones?
Oh, Chuck Jones is the one who's famous for drawing everybody with like very effeminate eyelashes. That was his gag, I guess, because like most of his cartoons have that, and you can see that even in like the Grinch movie that he did. Everyone's got the like,
Right, yeah,
big
super long eyelashes.
How'd we get off on this? What are we talking
I have
about?
no idea.
Oh, we're talking about Pepe Le Pew. He's very rapey energy, and I mean, it's energy. It's he's really advancing himself on the woman.
Yeah.
And it was never. It would be a crime. It would be less of a crime if it was beloved. I've never met a Pepe Le Pew fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually like. They have. I've seen a lot of merchandise for the girl. Like that will be on girly stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
The
yeah.
traumatized
like
girl.
pajamas and things like because sometimes I think there was an episode where she does like fall in love with him.
You're right.
She goes after
flips
him.
it on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
Does
does that happen?
Does she get knocked on the head or something? She
Yeah.
goes
Yeah,
after
yeah.
him. Yeah, and then he's like, oh, I be careful what you wish for.
And then he hates it.
He's
Once
like,
it's turned on
for
him.
some reason, I don't like it when they want it. See you next week.
I am what they call le top.
It was the only Looney Tune in history where Porky Pig came out at the end and said, I have to think about it. It was very lucid. He didn't get very tongue-tied.
Talk to your children about this.
That's not all, folks. Look into it.
It's weird. Like none of that would fly today, but they're all based on like sort of stereotypes and like kind of adult themes and things like that.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, someone stuttering, like we'd be like, oh, don't want to.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah. Like any kind of recognizable affectation, you're in a minefield now. But that's good. I think that's I used to blanch at that, but now I'm like, okay, my challenge is to like somehow figure out. I have to have conversations in the writers' room that aren't like, oh, it's like one of those guys that talks like this. It's like that's not a character.
Right.
It's like okay, you have to talk about like, well, does he hate himself or does he love himself? Does he, like I never pitched that character that I just did. But all right, well, before you go, John Crickfalusi, you know him, right?
Yeah, I used to work for John.
Tell him to come on the show.
Oh yeah, I think I did try. Like I ran into him at a Devo concert recently, but he's all frantic and.
That's the coolest sentence ever.
Yeah. John Crickfalusi, if you'd like to address the rumor that you're all frantic.
It's Chris Falusi.
Wait.
It's Chris Falusi.
Wait.
No one ever says it right. I suffer from the same thing. No one can say my name.
No, I don't even try your name. I don't even know.
Funtecchio. I think Jonah Ray once said Funicelli on the Nerdist.
I said it right when I brought you up here.
Oh well, yeah.
You're great.
You
Jeff.
got my name.
It's Italian. It's all phonetic. It's all.
He's back 5 minutes and.
But yeah, I could try to bother him again.
Okay, Callie Fontecchio.
Callie Fontecchio, everybody.
They were blindsided by that. They're like, who's this lady? Some of them were like, that's my friend.
I have one of her pieces of art. She drew a Roy Orbison. I have it hanging in my bathroom. Every time I pee, I think of you and Roy Orbison. Isn't that nice?
She's a very, very, very gifted illustrator, and I know I seem aloof while I'm saying that.
Yeah,
I'm checking my...
check her out, Callie Kazoo, right?
Yeah.
On what? Everything?
Everything.
Everything. Cali Kazoo.
All right, crazy guys outside the gate. All right.
Wait. Was there any danger with this guy? What happened? Was there?
He was like I nailed it with all of my projected speculation.
Oh, it was crazy guy. I said French crazy guy. Pepe Le Pew, Cali Kazoo. Then okay.
And Ticker too. There was a guy. Erin was texting me. She's like, "There's this guy." It was like all these delivery guys would come over. Like someone would be delivering something like a wedding gift, and invariably they started just like there's a crazy guy out there. Like he told me he wanted to eat my face. He told me he said you to the yummy.com guy. Which
Say what?
Erin got busted ordering from yummy.com that day.
I want to know more about yummy.com.
I don't. Erin's not here, but she'll tell you all about it. She's a stockholder now. But the yummy.com guy said this guy outside our gate told the yummy.com guy that he had a disgusting face. And that he wanted to hurt him, and then Demorge, Harmontown friend Demorge came by. Erin there was a birthday party for Dustin's girlfriend Elizabeth, and Demorge walked by the guy. He's still out there. He just like runs these long shifts, and he said something so awkwardly racist that it was almost not racist, but it was like an earnest attempt to be racist. Like he called him something like. It was really weird. Like everybody that he walks by, he says something to that makes them stop and go, "What?" And then he repeats whatever he said, and then everyone goes, "Oh," and then walks away. So he's not physically hurting anybody, but I made the assumption. I was like,
is he only in front of your gate, or is he kind of moving itinerantly around?
He's bobbing around that location, and I was like asking Erin, like, how's he dressed? What does he look like? And I drew the conclusion. I was like, that guy is like a relative of one of our neighbors. He hasn't been around in a while. He has half a support system. Somebody is letting him out, and he's like haunting these spots, and he's a little confused, and maybe on the wrong meds or off. The half of them are having to drink with him, or something's happening, and he's kind of like. He's gravitating to the spot. I was fucking dead on because there was a guy, a party guest came by. I was like, knew who the guy was, knew who he was related to in the neighborhood, and said, I'm going to call his mom, and she doesn't know that he's all this stuff. I fucking nailed it. I'm like Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. She's more intuitive than a regular doctor.
Dan, doing a camera take doesn't save that bit. You can't just appeal to fake people out there.